Hello and welcome to my video all about how to knit a heart using garter stitch. This is quick to make and the resulting hearts can be used in all kinds of projects. For example, you could attach one to a card or you could turn several into a garland. I'm personally going to be adding a slip stitch edging all around the heart, but if you would prefer to keep the normal garter stitch edge instead, just switch every slip stitch in this pattern for a knit stitch. For this, I'm going to be using chunky yarn and the recommended 6mm needles. This will result in a heart that's about 10 centimeters or 4 inches tall. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is cast on 5 stitches. I'm personally casting on the stitches using the long tail cast on method without a slip knot, but you could use your favourite method. Okay, so for row 1, you just need to slip a stitch purlwise and then knit the rest of the way. So take your right hand needle down through the next stitch as if to purl, but instead of purling it, you just slip it off the end of the needle, like so. And then knit until the end of the row. This row is one that we're going to be repeating a lot in this pattern. Then for row 2, you need to slip a stitch purlwise and then do a KFB increase, where KFB stands for knit in the front and the back. So do all of the steps of a normal knit stitch. However, at this point you don't push the stitch off the end of the needle. Instead, you take your right hand needle around to the back and then knit into the back of the same stitch. So take your right hand needle down through that stitch again and do all of the steps of a knit stitch. And this time you do complete the stitch. As you can see, we've now turned one stitch into 2. Then just knit 3 stitches. Row 3 is the same as row 1, so you just need to slip a stitch purlwise and then knit the rest of the way along. Then for row 4, you slip a stitch purlwise and then knit 3 stitches. And then do a KFB increase. So knit into the next stitch, but don't push the stitch off the needle. And instead use your right hand needle to knit into the back of the same stitch. And then complete the stitch. And finish with a knit stitch. Row 5 is the same as rows 1 and 3, so slip a stitch purlwise and then knit the rest of the way across. For row 6, you begin by slipping a stitch purlwise and then you do a KFB increase. So knit into the front and the back of the same stitch. And then knit the rest of the way across. And then for rows 7 and 8, we're just going to repeat what we did for rows 1, 3 and 5 by slipping a stitch purlwise and then knitting the rest of the way across. Once that's done, you've now completed one section of the heart. You'll now be able to see that smooth slip stitch edging being formed. You now need to cut the yarn, leaving you with a yarn tail of at least 8 inches. Then push this section of knitting down to the bottom of the needle and cast on 5 more stitches. Do this onto the same needle. Again, I'm just using the long tail cast on. Next, you need to repeat rows 1 through 8. So since I've already shown you those rows, I'm just going to put the pattern for them up on screen now. We now need to push the two knitted sections together on the same needle, and from this point we're just going to knit across both sections. So for row 9, just slip a stitch purlwise and then knit the rest of the way across. Then rows 10 to 13 are exactly the same, so I'm just going to put the pattern for those up on screen now. After a few rows, feel free to tighten up the tension in the middle of the knitting where the two sections are joined, just to make it look nice and neat. Then row 14 begins by slipping a stitch purlwise and then doing a K2 tog or knit two together decrease. To do this, you do all of the normal steps of a knit stitch, except at the beginning you take your right hand needle up through 2 stitches rather than 1. As you can see, this reduces 2 stitches down to 1. Then you need to knit until you've only got 3 stitches left on the needle. Then do another K2 tog decrease by knitting 2 stitches together. And finally, you knit 1 stitch. Then row 15 is the same as we did for rows 9 to 13. So you need to slip 1 stitch purlwise and then knit across the rest of the row. You then need to repeat rows 14 and 15 until you've only got 6 stitches left. In my case, this was 4 more repeats. Then for row 24, you slip a stitch purlwise, do 2 K2 tog decreases in a row, and finish with a knit stitch. Then for row 25, you slip a stitch purlwise, and then knit the rest of the row. Your knitting should now look something like this. For row 26, you slip a stitch purlwise, do 1 K2 tog decrease, and then finish with a knit stitch. And lastly, for row 27, you just need to do a K3 tog decrease. So you take your right hand needle up through all 3 remaining stitches, and then do all of the steps of a knit stitch to knit those 3 stitches together. Then cut off the yarn to leave you with at least 8 inches of yarn tail, and take the yarn tail through the last stitch and tighten. And there you go, your heart shape is complete. The last step is then to decide which side of the heart is the front, and then use a yarn needle to weave all of the yarn tails into the back. The easiest way to do this is just to try and follow the path of the yarn already in the knitting. And then just cut off the excess yarn like so. And that's it, the heart is complete. I really hope you enjoyed this project, and thank you very much for watching.